Hello everyone, this is Steel Cage match Roman Reigns versus Martyn for WWE Universal Championship. Please like, subscribe, share and enjoy the match.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
Roman Reigns calls the ring his yard, and I don't expect... But he's got to capitalize now. Got the shoulders down. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Not yet. Here he goes. That'll hinder your modeling career.
Nice.
Shut it down.
Looking at it here.
Pile driver.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage.
And if he hit... Ooh, what impact. I knew it was only a matter of time.
Beautiful technique. Ooh, nasty impact.
Spine buster!
Can he finish the job?
Oh, man, Roman Reigns doesn't even know where he is.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict...
We know what this means.
Oh boy, he is rolling. This might be it. Oh my.
Lariat. Big time slam. Vicious. Nailed it.
What a stomp. Good grief.
Suplex.
You gotta believe this one's over. What a clothesline. Ouch. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions. Samoan drop.
Buster. Don't be surprised if we crown a new champ here.
Oh, nice belly to back.
That could be a game changer.
Splash.
What impact. Pile driver.
Spiked him.
What an assault on Roman. Cover here.
And he's able to get the shoulder up.
Wow, I thought this was over.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Michinoku driver!
Absolutely planted.
Oh, and it's a reversal. Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s through the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
Byron, let's say you're in there with Roman Reigns. What's your strategy to take down the big dog?
Well, thankfully I'm here next to you, Michael, and not in the ring with Reigns, but to answer your question, I would try to catch him by surprise. It definitely worked for Sheamus at Survivor Series in 2015.
Byron brought up Sheamus' victory over Roman Reigns in Survivor Series, but to be fair, we should point out that match happened because Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank contract.
Hey, that strategy worked for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania just a few months earlier. But Brock Lesnar showed you can surprise Reigns in the middle of a match, like when he plucked Roman out of a spear and into an F5 to beat the big dog in the main event of WrestleMania 34. He's got him on his heels and shows no signs of letting up.
Power bomb! Boom, right in the button. Oh, what a slam! That hurt!
Though it wasn't mentioned early in his WWE career, Roman Reigns comes from a royal bloodline in the world of sports.
Shoulders down, roll up. And there's a kick out at one.
He showed up here tonight for a fight.
Superman punch! Good night!
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Samoan drop! Incredible!
Oh, nasty impact.
Well, Roman first had dreams of dominating the gridiron after an incredible college career at Georgia Tech. Sports entertainment is in his blood.
When you talk about Roman Reigns' family in this business, you're talking about a dynasty. A Samoan dynasty, and it's something an opponent doesn't want any part of. You're talking about generations of warriors.
He dodges out of the way.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Dodges that one.
Oh man, Roman Reigns is busted up.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality. We have seen him here before.
History was with Roman Reigns at the 32nd WrestleMania in Denver.
Pile driver!
Spiked him.
Game, set, match.
He's got him covered.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Well, that was a close call.
Wow, if you want to beat Roman Reigns, you've got to finish the job. No quit in that superstar.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. That's going to leave a mark. Anytime a WWE Championship changes hands, it's historic. But the conflict between Triple H and Roman Reigns was so intense that the only place their differences could be settled was WrestleMania.
The odds were against Roman Reigns in every possible way at the 32nd Showcase of the Immortals. The game, Triple H was ready to take Reigns down once and for all, but the big dog had other ideas as he beat the odds and became WWE Champion.
Boom, what impact!
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with what?
And now,
Superman punch!
There is no toppling the rope.
here's the pin, tunnel on the line! Here we go! To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the This one's for good measure. Digging deep for a kick out.
And the match continues.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Harsh impact.
Nailed it.
You gotta believe this one's over.
This might be it.
Oh my.
Beautiful technique.
Uh-oh.
Superman punch! Good night!
If that doesn't end, moving into the cover with the title on the line!
New champion! New champion!
No, shoulders up at 2. Wow!
For years, guys, the Intercontinental Championship somehow eluded Roman Reigns, but that all changed in November 2017 when the big dog defeated The Miz to capture the title.
And not only did that victory over The Miz give Reigns the Intercontinental Championship, Michael, but it also made him a prestigious Grand Slam champion.
Now he's working that exploit.
And the slam! What a stomp! Good grief!
Ooh, what impact.
This one is over.
As Saxton stated, not too...
He's looking at it. He's made... Oh, what a slam.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Roman Reigns' chances just...
What a slam.
impactful. It'll jar your spine.
That has got to be it.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Ooh! Pile driver!
Spiked him.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
His shoulders are down.
He survived the cage.
When you introduce the enclosure, everything is possible. What a match this was.
He ain't messing around. Oh, I can't believe this. And last but not least,
Put it in the books. And there was no question about that one.
That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud.
And it looks to me like our winner is already thinking about the next match. Always one step ahead.